The music team is being led by Hemant and Kristen, who both have lots of different musical experience, some in teaching and some in performing, and they are working really hard to teach people to use instruments they've never used before and to link emotion and sound as well. So it's not so much about creating beautiful melodies as creating a link to make the end of the scene really exciting, because there's a chase and everyone runs off. So lots of drums, that kind of thing.
My name is Kristen Romberg. I am working with Jessica and Vinny as the producer and helping with the production team to put on the performance. And I'm also working with the music team to help the students prepare for the music that goes along with the play.
My name is Hemant. I've been playing the saxophone for 16 years, and in the Marshall Islands I'm an assistant conductor with the National Band.
With the music team, we just started this week. And it's very exciting to see the kids playing the instruments and really just being excited about taking the feeling that they want and putting it into their own music and their own style and just experimenting with different things. Leadership and the play kind of go hand in hand here. And this year we've been working a lot to build on that and to try and have more workshops and teach more skills in areas that students may not otherwise have gotten the experience.
It's going very well. Everyone is very quick to pick up music, and we are on our way to building a full score for the play.
We'll be using all kinds of music. We will be using drums to help some of the scenes. We'll be using xylophones, we'll be using some singing, we'll be using things to accompany dancing, we'll be using sound effects, like using different instruments to make sounds that go along with what's going on in the play. It should be really, really fun. Does that make you want to get up and dance like this?
No.
No! So there's lots of different kinds of feelings that music can make, right?
Yeah.
What's the point of a play? To tell a story, right?
Okay, here we go. So we're going to set up, when we do an interview, you want to make sure you're using, this is the tripod, okay? You want to make sure you're using that, and it comes on and off really easily. Otherwise, it'll be all shaky like this, see? We don't want it to look all shaky. Does that look very good if you're trying to watch that? Look at that screen. My name is Dan Cacavano. I'm the media team leader for the documentary project here on the Comedy of Errors team. Here in the Marshall Islands, I'm a volunteer teacher, 9th grade English teacher. One of the big draws for me was that it was going to be a project that was going to include the kids. It was going to be something that the kids were going to be learning a lot of skills, and that they would be able to learn how to do it themselves. So that was a really big pull for me. I was really excited about that. So I made an announcement to the kids, and I actually had 10 kids come out for the first meeting. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop right here. So did you see how we set up the interview right there? We had the camera set up, we got it all set up, then we didn't touch it anymore, okay? Then what would normally happen in an interview is she would ask all the questions, okay? He'd give all the answers, and then when it was all finished, then the person would turn the camera off, okay? So that's kind of how you set up an interview. We're going to let you guys practice doing that so you're ready for it, because tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow we're going to be doing interviews.
Doing the real interviews. So we started doing workshops, going through how to do editing, how to use cameras, how to use video cameras, how to do interviews, kind of just did all these different workshops. And since then it's kind of just taken off. They've really taken huge leadership roles. The kids have been doing most of the interviews, if not all of them by this point, writing most of the questions. They're doing most of the filming, if not all of it by this point. The editing is still, I would say, most of the editing is primarily done by myself, but I have taught 6 out of the 10 now how to use the editing software, and they have started making some small decisions and started taking bigger roles, and I'm hoping by movie 5 they'll be able to do a little bit more. It's still pretty challenging for them.
My name is Lauren Limborg, and for the play right now I am helping out with the media team by sort of co-directing it as well as leading students, a team of students to write articles for the paper and for Youth Bridge Global's A Comedy of Errors blog. And interview the person, and it has to be a location in which there is not a lot of other people, in which there's not too much light, shining kind of. I really enjoy seeing the final product when students are able to accomplish putting together their own thoughts and their own words into an organized, comprehensible way. And it's really satisfying to me when I'm able to see them do that, because it's all their own.